The original American Country is down the road baling hay. And I better get my butt there to join him. At least rake some rows together for him. We're going to use the John Deere 60. I think he has the Ford down there. Not sure. I just got home from work. I greased this up yesterday. Everything should be good to go. Let's get over there and see how we can help out. Stick them in the windrows, double wide. He only has to go around the field half as many times. Today I gotta jump off and engage the lever on this rake. The way you do that is this little lever here. You just flip that. It makes this thing engage, so the tire makes the ribbon turn. Reel. I think it's the reel turn. I got a drink and a shirt here. I think I'll leave it here in case I start getting burned. I need a shirt. And I want a drink. May need it. Got a Powerade under there. Listen to the old John Deere run. She sounds good. Nothing runs like a Deere, baby. On these old John Deeres, you always want to let them sit and idle with the clutch engaged so you're not, there's a bearing, I guess, somewhere in the clutch there. And if you have it disengaged, it's running on the bearing the whole time. Never had one apart, but that's what I've been told. This looks pretty wide already. Might already be a double wide. Hopefully that baler can handle it. I know this is a single row. The outside rows usually take longer to dry, so I might as well start on the inside here. Let the outsides dry before I rake them together. Rake them together early and they're not dry completely, could be a bad thing. The old rake does a pretty darn good job. tractor too. Just puttering along. Making nice bales. Dropping one out right now. There he's waving to us. Original American Country 716. Private people, but I guess with this YouTube channel, I guess you all know everything about us now. At least if we die, you won't be able to say we were lazy suckers anyway. That's what I hope. And I hope this is better than watching the news. Man, is that news depressing these days. Try to keep positive, look forward to what you got, family and kids and all the good things you got in life. About all you can do these days. What's going on in the world is really scary. Not sure how many acres this field is. Pretty good sized field. Wish I knew for the video. I didn't sound like a dummy, but I'll ask my dad there and I'll let you know. This tractor from a neighbor. He inherited it from I think his uncle, and paid $2,500 for it. I'm very happy with it. I always wanted to have one of these 2-cylinders. I think I did pretty good. He had this one, and he also had a tricycle front end, 60. And I probably should have bought both of them. We don't have the whole field cut. It'd be nice to get it done with. It's not supposed to rain till tomorrow. Today's the 2nd of July, 2024. About time we get this hay and stuff done with. Not too much left. The neighbor asked if we wanted his hay, which is on the other side of the hedgerow here. I'm not sure if we're going to get involved in that or not, but if we had newer equipment and had a place to sell the hay, it'd be good, but we just make the hay for our own cows. We got 4 cows and 1 bull, and they eat quite a bit of hay, especially seeing we don't put the bales inside a building and keep them nice and fresh. That's ideally what we should do, but we don't really have a building for it. Maybe someday. I was thinking about bringing the Ford tractor out today to make a video, driving that around today, but I had the rake hooked up on this tractor and it's sitting outside. Normally I like to keep this inside, like I said. And I got it ready to go. And who who doesn't like seeing the green and yellow driving around anyway? This is what we're on. At some point, I'd like to hook this tractor up to the hay barn and see if I can mow hay with it. I think that'd be pretty cool. There he is. There it goes. Dropping another egg. I love watching them roll out of there. Umbrella for this tractor. Not only would it look cool, it'd be nice not to be sunburned. Picture of my arms. I just got out here. I just got home from work, so it's not bad at all right now. But sometimes you definitely need a little shade, and that would be nice. Only problem would be is along the hedgerows, if there's any branches that try to rip it off. Have to be careful with that. So I don't know if you guys can hear me well with the tractor in the background. In the future, I do have some bikes I can start wearing. It's supposed to make it better. I have not yet used them. It's real simple the way I've been making the videos. Kind of hesitant to have one more thing involved to go wrong. Sure would stink to make a video like this and then have no footage that has any audio to it. But I do have some mics that should make these videos have better quality. So far, I've been pretty happy with the quality from what I've had. But in the future, maybe you'll notice a little difference in the sound. Right now, all I'm using is my telephone. It's an iPhone 12 Pro, I do believe. Pretty amazing the quality of the picture and audio that I can get. I'm just using a cell phone. I'm not sure if that row there I picked together, the first one is still live. Much big. Looks like he's going to have to go half of it. Looks like I screwed up. Yeah, right there, he's taking half the row. That was too much hay for that baler to shoot one time. If you're new to farm equipment or vintage farm equipment, this John Deere 60 has a hand clutch. This is my clutch. In order to make it start and stop, you push it forward to make it go, and you pull it back to make it stop. It's got a little brake pad down there. That's basically the crankshaft of the engine right there with the part that's spinning is a flywheel and the clutch is in there. And the crankcase is right across the center, and it's got two big cylinders that lay down in the frame. And that's why it's a two-cylinder. They don't make too many engines that lay down like that. Anymore. I don't know what year John Deere made the last two-cylinder, but I should look it up and put it in this video for you. Growing up, I had a good friend Kenny. I still have a good friend Kenny. He really liked the John Deere two-cylinders, and he taught me a lot as a child or a young man. But if anybody has any questions about two-cylinders, he's the guy to ask. That's not going to really help you out in this video, but maybe at some point I'll get Kenny in one of these YouTube videos and we'll ask him some questions. He's a pretty smart guy. course, you can repair the belts, get them repaired. Actually, Runnings, I think they sell a repair kit for them. You put the little teeth on there, and then you take this little cable and you weave it through the teeth, and it's like a zipper almost. Hold it together. Yeah. Bend over the ends, and kind of crazy how it holds together. It'd be great to have all new belts in there, but it costs a fortune nowadays. There ain't nothing cheap in this world we live in. I believe Viacom is a European brand. Don't quote me on that. Gobble it up the hay though. Sometimes a 3-point rake would be nicer. You could pick it up and you wouldn't have to rake over top of something that's already been raked like I'm going to do right now. I don't want to put that single row with that. It might be too much for the baler. Make more trouble than it's worth. Pretty sure up ahead here though, there's some hay that can be raked together. Kind of neat how it does that. So when he's baling, you got to keep the hay. You got to keep. If you put all the hay on one side of the machine, it won't make the bale nice. It'll be all out of shape. One side will be big and one will be small. So if it's a single row, you got to keep going right to left, from what I understand. I don't have a lot of time on the baler. Very little, but that's what I've been told. This hay here was cut yesterday. It ain't quite ready to be raked. It's close. Debating on rolling over one time. It's hard for this rake though. It's easy to roll two together, but it's harder to rake one at a time. I tried to bale hay and run the camera at the same time. That was really tough. 5600 if you don't know. Pretty much in every single video that I've made on the farm in here. Good tractor, you should get some decals for it. Make it look pretty. We painted it a few years ago back. Too bad I can't talk, but a few years back we painted it blue. It's always blue, but livened it up a little bit. Oh, I was noticing that it wasn't picking up the hay there. You can adjust it down with this lever here, or this one. So I just turned it down a few cranks. See if that helps. Pretty neat setup. Helped a little. Should have went a little more, I think. I'd have to assume that he was eating mice or something. See if he comes right back out next time around. He didn't seem to be scared of me at all. It's nothing worse to raise a chicken. A lot of times we have little chicks in our house with a heat lamp on them. And they raise them for all the way up to the time they get old enough to have eggs, and then a fox comes along and eats them. What a waste that is. Put a couple months of energy and time into them, and then something comes along and eats them. Man, I hate that. Here's a big lot of hay I'm gonna spread out a little bit so it doesn't cause trouble when he comes along and bales it. Sucks in a big giant glob of hay. It sometimes causes him trouble. Pretty nice and dry. This stuff here, he made one pass around yesterday. It's pretty good. Almost feels like rain, but blue over there. You never want to get wrapped into that. See how low we can get it at vital. So on these 2 cylinders, if it rains out, the rain comes down the hood. It goes right here on the manifolds. And then it'll rust this part away here. And before you know it, you have a leak in your manifold. If you don't fix it right away, then you'll have a little canal where the head gets eroded. And that's bad. We'll get some video without the John Deere running in the background. Maybe you guys are sick of hearing it, maybe you love it. A lot of moving parts on that thing. Behind them covers are all sorts of chains and such. And that drive shaft's a real peach to grease that. Real pain in the butt. Looks like he's gonna stop for a minute. You can see that belt that I was telling you all about is loose. Hangs down. The original American Country 716 says that's the new belt. So evidently it's longer than the old belts. That's the one we've seen. It says the old ones could have shrunk. Here's what I was telling you. These little teeth, you got this little wire that you feed through them. Kind of like a zipper. And that's all that holds them together. Kind of a pain to change them, but we've done it. I guess I was wrong when I said it was European. It's not a peon. It's a Canadian. Here's the dealer that it came from originally. I don't know, I've never been there, but that's where it originated from. There's a hawk getting chased. It's funny how them little birds chase the hawks. There's another predator of our chickens. So this field is 25 acres, if anybody cared. It's 25 acres of hay. The last few days have been really nice for drying hay. It hasn't been a high moisture air or environment. It's been pretty dry, so it makes it good for making hay. If it's real humid out, it takes a lot longer to dry. We had 2 really nice days, so it's good. About time we catch a break. If anybody watched some of my videos from the spring, I seeded all these hay fields with an ATV, a blue Magnum 425 with a little seeder on the back. I seeded this down with red clover, and you can see some of it growing on the ground there. Red clover is good for beef cows, so that's why I sprinkled it down. Looks like it's made pretty nice hay. I got no complaints with it. Looks good to me. Just stopped for a drink I had sitting here in the weeds. The old John Deere's a ground pounder. Start this up inside of an enclosed building. It sounds pretty mean. This stuff's laying down. We're gonna rake it over one time and hopefully we can get it baled today yet. Hopefully she'll dry up. It's pretty dry. Nice how close you can turn with these tractors. rake. I am now on this tractor. It's a Ford 800. I'm gonna go down and move some of them bales. I'm not gonna bring them all the way home, but I'm going to put them in piles. So if we go over with a trailer, we can put them on a trailer and bring them home. It's maybe 3/4 of a mile from home, so we definitely don't want to bring one bale at a time home. There's the girls. Some of them. I'd like to get out of there into their yard here, but trying to keep them safe right now. I didn't realize it, but the original American Country 716 is here. He's going to lay an egg or a bale. Away it goes. I hate when I wrap into that twine in the lawnmower, but that happens. Well, we're back down here with this tractor. I'm gonna gather up some of these bales. The trailer we're gonna use to move them home only holds 6 bales at a time, so I guess it would make sense to make piles of 6. I guess I should probably start in the back first. You see that deer over there? Just on the other side of that round bale. Hey, he's run away now. So I'm going to do something like that. Groups of 6 with a spot between, so you can load the trailer from one side and load it from the other, park in the middle. It should work. I've opened up quite a bit of the field just moving them over there. So I'm going to take these 2 and put them over there, and we'll do it all over again. Well, time to go get the bales. This morning we got both 340As. Got anything to say on camera today?
Not really.
Oh geez, he's always so quiet. I get him a microphone, but he doesn't say anything, so. Put a bale spear on his. Kind of nice, got 1 bolt. And I still got the forks. So, gonna get the bales home. Back in the field again. You can see all them streaks. That was from the bad knives that were replaced the other day on the last video we made. So I'm gonna run them over with a finish mower and make it look like we know what we're doing. Now you all know on YouTube. Well, I guess the secret's out. Oh well. My job is to unhook the wagon so we can put them on with that, and then I gotta go mow the streets off there and put them back up. 340s sure are workhorses. I'm sure you heard that before. They got a good solid axle in the front of them. Only two-wheel drive, but you can do a lot with them. This video is probably going to be filled with me jabber-jawing the whole time. I apologize for that. The last video I put some music in it. I wasn't really happy the way it turned out. I probably should have left the music out the way I had it in there, but we'll see how it does. Almost a fail on that one. We got it. Sun's coming up, nice and bright and hot. The original Mr. American Country 716 is 73 years old, believe it or not. He gets around pretty damn good for being his age. Sure hope I'm doing as well as he is when I'm that old. We're 30 years apart. Pretty impressive. As soon as he gets the other two on here, I'm gonna pin it on. I hope he knows my tractor's behind it. I guess I parked in a bad spot. Well, that's a load. 6 of them fit pretty good on there. Now it's time to hook him up so we can take him back, and I'm gonna mow the streaks off. Second load to go home. I gotta count how many bales we got out of this field. I don't think it's as many as I hoped for, but it'll be interesting. I can be mowing these streaks off and moving some ground bales at the same time. That way when he gets back, the bales will be in one spot, make it quick and easy. Load them. we got them all picked up. I'd say that was 50 bales. 50, wasn't it? 50 bales? I think that was 50 bales. So I'm gonna hook them up and get out of here. I don't know if I should regroup. I think it'll ride to make it home. I guess we'll find out. Well, we're almost back. Bale's riding pretty good. That's no longer anything. Now he's pulling out the old bales so we can put the fresh ones up there and keep the old ones separate. This is right where we keep the cows all winter. It's nice to have the bales nice and close. You don't have to go far. Just grab a bale and set it in. Well, we got all the bales moved. I was mowing the little pasture where we house them, and I got tangled in some wire fence, and this is what I got to deal with now. This seems to always happen when you got fences around. I smelled it getting hot, and thought I better do something about it. And I guess that's my next project. But that's going to be the end of the road for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and drop me a comment if you got one. And there's the man, the original Mr. American Country 716 himself. So anyway, if you enjoy our videos, let me know. And have a good day. Happy farming. Thanks for watching. What a mess. It's not coming out very good, but I guess persistence will pay off in the end. Well, I did end up getting it out. What a pain in the butt. Well, it's July 3rd. It's time to go have a little fun. And we're done for this episode of American Country 716. Thanks for watching once again.